This is a CBNnews.com update. I'm Mark Martin. It's looking like a slow day on Wall Street today as stocks take a plunge in early trading. Investors are reacting to the bankruptcy plans for investment firm Lehman Brothers and also to the forced sale of Merrill Lynch to Bank of America. Lehman Brothers was weighed down by $60 billion in bad real estate holdings. It is the latest result of the year-long credit crisis in the U.S. The shakeup is affecting markets around the world as well. A global consortium of banks is working to aid failing financial companies, and the Federal Reserve is also planning to step in. Residents across the country are starting to pick up the pieces after Hurricane Ike. The storm's hurricane-force winds and heavy rains were felt as far north as Ohio. Millions are still without power in several states, including Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana. But rescuers say they were able to save nearly 2,000 people from flooded homes over the weekend. Many had ignored evacuation orders and tried to ride out the storm. President Bush plans to visit the devastated region on Tuesday. For more on Hurricane Ike and Operation Blessing's outreach efforts, including how you can help, go to CBNnews.com. In world news, the price of oil plunged to a 7-year low today after reports show that Hurricane Ike did little damage to Gulf Coast refineries. At least 10 oil and gas platforms were damaged by Hurricane Ike, but that's out of more than 3,000 facilities in the Gulf. Crude oil fell to a little more than $95 a barrel. That's more than a $50 drop since the middle of July. But drivers may not see a change in gas prices at the pump right away. Some refineries are still shut down, and analysts say supply shortages could last a couple more weeks. Southern Californians are returning to commuter trains today after Friday's deadly crash near Los Angeles. The derailment left 25 dead and more than 130 injured. Investigators say it's unclear what caused the Metrolink train to roll through stop signals and collide with the freight train. Teenage friends of the engineers say they received a text message from him right before the accident. This was the nation's deadliest train wreck in 15 years. Police in India fatally shot 2 rioters in a mob responsible for attacking churches. At least 19 people have been killed in the recent clashes between Hindus and Christians. Police say more than 20 homes of Christians and a prayer hall were burned over the weekend in the state of Orissa. The region has experienced tensions between Christian missionaries and Hindu groups. The Hindus believe the Christians are bribing people to convert to Christianity, but the churches deny the claim. And finally, police say a mother was trying to relive her childhood through her daughter's life, literally. Wendy Brown wanted to be a cheerleader, so authorities say she enrolled at a high school to pose as her 15-year-old daughter. She even attended the first day of class. But she was discovered when the check she used to pay for her uniform bounced. She now faces an identity theft charge that could lead to 6 years in prison and a $10,000 fine. Police say Brown has a history of fraud crimes. Coming up later today on CBN's News Watch, hear the latest reaction on the financial crisis on Wall Street. Plus, see how people on the Gulf Coast are coping after Hurricane Ike and how Operation Blessing is making a difference. Check your local listings or watch the newscast streamed here online at 4 p.m. Eastern. And for more news around the world 24/7, stay with CBNnews.com.